before we get started properly with looking at the different expressions that use in, I just want to explore this idea of being in something physically a little bit more. So describing places, another way to think about this would be a building. A building is a physical thing, and your building can be a small building, perhaps your home if you live in a house, or it could be a huge, enormous building, perhaps the office block that you work in, or perhaps even the apartment block where you live. But buildings is a great way to visualize how we might use in, yeah, particularly for describing places, yeah. So here are just some examples of buildings or places that are physically, able to surround you on all sides, which we use in to describe. So for example, to be in prison, you are in prison. The prison walls surround you. You can be in hospital, you can be in school, or you can be in church. Yeah. So again, these are all buildings that physically, once you go through the door, they surround you on all sides. Now the same can be said for being in a restaurant or even being in a supermarket. Once you enter through the door, you are surrounded, yeah, by the physical being of the building. Yeah. You might. So these are basically, some examples of the whole building, but some smaller examples of rooms within a building might be, for example, I'm in the office. You might be in the kitchen. The office that you are in is in the place where you work, which is a bigger building. The kitchen to my house, is a room in the house, but the kitchen surrounds me on all sides, but the kitchen itself is surrounded by the house. Yeah? So when it comes to this cube that we're referring to here, the cube can be any size. It can be as small as, say, your car, or it can be as large as the country where you live. Yeah? If you live, let's say, for example, if you live in Germany, yeah, you live in Germany. Notice I use the preposition in to describe living in Germany, because although we can't describe Germany as a cube surrounding you, we would describe Germany, I suppose, more like that, as a two-dimensional object rather than a 3D object, which would be your building. But you are still in Germany. Okay, so in for describing places that surround you. And here are just some more examples to help you try and understand this a little bit better.